just need to check your radio case, mate. Which pocket of the... Yeah, all good, mate.
"18 laps it is for these pre-finals, just as we wait for Richard to get back up into the live stream booth. It's day number 2 of their Sevrite Blasting Panel and Paint New Zealand Championship, really going quickly as we get underway with 125cc Rotax Heavy. Well, here we go. It is pre-final action. 18 laps it is. The flooring extra 125cc Rotax Max Heavy. The man that's dominated the heat races, the 90 of Ryan Urban, will start from 1. Grid number 2, the 33 of Matt Bouchard, your top qualifier from yesterday. Grid 3, the 83 of Ashley Higgins. Grid number 4, the 7 of George Keast from Southland. As they will tighten up the formation to come down to face the starter. Grid 5, the 32 of Aaron Black. Grid 6, 99, Ralph Godwin. Grid 7, the 6 of Scott Waters. Grid 8, the number 8 of Ian Carter from Dunedin. Here we go, pre-final number 1. Good start, Urban. They've got to go with him early. You watch this man go. So good, possibly, arguably, the greatest driver in New Zealand on cold tyres. That's my opinion only. Into second place now, Higgins, getting a little bit of close attention from Keast in the number 7. As the sun drops away again, as soon as it does, the temperature drops pretty quickly here in Invercargill. There's a move up the inside for 3rd. Brilliant pass for the 32, Aaron Black. Mag & Turbo sponsored driver from Dunedin. Urban out in front. Look at the lead he already has. A lot of drivers would be happy to be that far in front at the end of the race. This is only lap number 2. Urban, the former world champion, racing out of the Rotorua Club, the Urban Performance, Praga and Gridley Kart Supplies racer. Cross the stripe, out in the race lead. Higgins in second. Aaron Black 3rd. There's the move for the inside for 4th place. Down he goes. Keast makes the move. Well, he made the move, but he didn't manage to pull it off in the end. He's gone back to 5th place. Hanging on for that 4th place position at the moment will be the 33 of Matthew Bouchard. As Higgins hangs on for 2nd. Goes a little bit tight off Macaulay Ford. The man that's looking fast is Aaron Black. Blackie's putting a lot of pressure on Higgins. Higgins takes a look over his shoulder, wonders who's there. Blackie is all over him. And what they didn't want to happen out in front is Ryan Urban getting away. Round through that infield section. We go further back in the field. The 8 cart of Carter just in front of Godwin. Keast will have to come again on the 33 of Bouchard. Down the inside, he had a look. He's about a cart length too far back to make the move. Well, Richard Moore and I did a review of the heat races this morning, and we talked about this class, of course, and felt that perhaps everybody was racing for 2nd and 3rd, because Ryan Urban's just proving far too strong for the rest of the field at the moment. The 2015 Rotax World Masters champion. Still that battle goes on for 4th and 5th place. Keast just can't find a way through. Bouchard's holding him out. Keast from the Southland Club, Bouchard from Nelson. 12 laps to go. We're a third of the way through this first of our pre-finals here today. Higgins has managed to stretch away from third place. Black needs to start upping his pace a little bit, perhaps. He might just come into the clutches of the 33 of Bouchard, and that'll bring along Keast as well. Still the 99 at Godwin holding out the 8 Carter B and Carter from Dunedin. Flooring Extra, proud to be sponsoring this 125 Rotax Max Heavies class here at the Nationals, in conjunction with Sev Wright Blasting Panel and Paint. Well, Urban just had a quiet look sideways. He knows the gap's opening. He'll get to a certain point and then he'll just back it down and maintain the gap. We see the black and whites are coming out. That flag is being used quite a lot here today. Now Black is going to come under the threat for that third place position because Bouchard's almost on him. Keast needs to find another 10th or 2. Nine laps to go, half race distance. Higgins still in second place, the 83 from Manawatu. Driving the Sodi kart, sponsored by Higgins Concrete and IKS. Now we got a little bit of action on the track. The 32 of Aaron Black is under threat for that third place position as Matt Bouchard's on him. Keast wasn't able to run with him, so he's still about 6 kart lengths back. It's the 32 of Black that's getting the flag. I'm not really sure what that would be for. He hasn't been near anyone for a little while. Possibly maybe a starting issue. That's all I could really put it down to. But he's really coming under threat now for that third place on the racetrack as Bouchard had a quick look up the inside through Southern Paints. Down into Macaulay Ford sweeper, where it's tight in the entry, and then, oh, there goes Bouchard. Black's coming down early. Is there a mechanical issue with that cart? I'll have a quick look over because I didn't see anything. I didn't see a tech bar hanging down or anything like that. But Black has decided to come down the chute early, and the body language will tell you that he is not too happy about it. Wish I could interview him right now. Sometimes that's the best time to get the most colourful interview out of a driver. You stick a microphone under the helmet straight away. With 6 to go, Ryan Urban out in the race lead. You can tell now that he's backed it down because the 83 of Higgins has probably actually closed the gap a little bit. Third place now will be the 33 of Bouchard. That means Keast has moved up top 4. Then the 6 Carter Waters in 5th place. 6th place now will be Godwin in the 99, and a top 7 for the 8 of Ian Carter. We can really hear the revs have just dropped off there on the 90 of Urban. He's just conserving his motor, conserving tyres. He knows there's a 26-lap final coming up. They all know. And this field is now spread out. There won't be too much passing in the last few laps of this pre-final. Pretty much all got to resign themselves that this is where they will be for the grids for finals. And again, impressive drive though, and good pace from the 83 of Higgins. North Islanders running 1 and 2. 4 to go as the sun once again starts to peek its head out past the clouds. Beautiful weather down here today in Invercargill. It's quite bizarre. I had to travel from the sunny Hawke's Bay to find sunshine in Invercargill. Round through the infield, lap after lap. He hits the markers every single time, Ryan Urban. Possibly one of the fittest drivers out on the racetrack. Yeah, it almost sounds like he's driving an e-kart because he's really backed it down so much. 3 to go, and it's just running so quiet out there. Higgins in second, Bouchard in third. Fourth place, Keast. And that's where he was in heats 1 and 2. So is this where it's going to be for the day for the number 7? He'll be hoping at least 1 or 2 or maybe 3 places better than this in the final, and anything is possible. 2 to go. Ryan Urban kicking on for home in the pre-final. Brought to you by Flooring Extra. As we watch one of our largest classes form up on the grid for their pre-final, Vortex Mini Rock. People, drop your tools. Come and hang off the fence for the young guns coming up next. Urban about to come off Macaulay Ford sweeper at the top of the circuit. Down past the pit chute to the final turn to get the last lap board with 1 to go. Higgins in second, Bouchart's in third. Keast in fourth. Round through MKS corner to Macaulay Ford. You can see how much that gap has decreased, but Ryan Urban is not worried about that at all. Down the back straight, final corner, 18 laps led. Pre-final winner number 1, Ryan Urban. Higgins will come home in second, Bouchard third, fourth place will go to Keast, fifth is Waters. And a little further back, a top 6 will go to 99 Godwin, and a 7th place for George. 7th place will go to the 8 of Ian Carter. Well, 3 from 3, Richard, for Ryan Urban, just totally dominating the field.
Yeah, impressive drive there, Mike, and we're going to bring the timing up onto the screens here so we can see an impressive drive from Ashley Higgins. Now,
was Higgins quicker than he was in the heat races?
I'm just having a look here on my timing screen, and I'm getting a different best lap time for Higgins. I'm getting a time of 33.4, so possibly didn't register on our timing screens, but he's actually faster than Urban in that last race. And I do know Urban has backed off, but even though he's backed off, he's shown his pace later on in the race. So we're seeing a couple of things there. He's obviously got late race speed, but he also isn't struggling at all with the length of the race as well. So that's a good sign for him. Again, it just comes back down to those first few laps and trying to get, or trying to minimise the damage that Ryan does in just the initial getaway. Really impressive from him, but yeah, the other boys need to just work together a little bit more. I think we were 4 wide at one point from turn 1 to 2.